Carmelo Anthony is now a Houston Rocket. How is he going to fit in with the team? Is he going to fit in with the team? These are like a bunch of questions people are raising. Honestly, I don't see how he would fit in with the team, but that argument is counterintuitive because I did not see James Harden and Chris Paul working so well and meshing so well together. And they were able to get to the Western Conference Finals. They were one game away from going to the NBA Finals. Trevor Ariza, Mahabute, and PJ Tucker, those guys started getting sweaty palms, missing big shots. Carmelo Anthony's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. And if CP3 can make it work with James Harden, two guys that are ball dominant, they can make it work with Melo. D'Antoni can figure out something to make it work with Melo. Plus, he's a stretch four, which is something that they basically didn't have because they couldn't keep Ryan Anderson in the game. And Trevor Ariza was small forward. So you got a guy that's a stretch four. You could bring in another shooter. Maybe you could play Ryan Anderson at the 3 or bring him at the 4, either or. But this helps because now you got a crazy lineup of CP3, James Harden, PJ Tucker, Carmelo Anthony, and their center. His name escapes me right now, but we all know he's with Clint Capella. You could have Clint Capella as your center. That's a nice lineup that could match up with any lineup, including Warriors' death lineup, because they're small but they're still a little big. So the naysayers, I myself included, or I would think myself was included, I would say, hey, this is not going to work. But honestly, if you look at Carmelo Anthony, when he has motivation to play and he thinks he's going to do something with the team, he plays harder and he gives you great output. His early years in the Knicks, he played well. They went to the playoffs, guys. He played really well. In Denver, he made it to the Western Conference Finals. If he has the right motivation, he's going to ball out. In OKC, it didn't work because Westbrook, of course, we know his history with Kevin Durant, how he doesn't get guys the ball when they need it. And then you look at Paul George, who's kind of in limbo. That whole team was in limbo. He's already going to a ready-made package team with the Houston Rockets. He's just an additional piece. He's not looked upon like, well, James just got here. CP3 just got here. Now you're just getting here. Let's try to figure it. They already got what they want to do. They already have offense that they want to run. They already have a set defense that they're running. Everything is set in stone with the Houston Rockets. He's going in a situation with more stability. He's going in a situation where he's familiar with most of the parties. James Harden to CP3. He's real cool with CP3. He's played Team USA basketball with CP3. James Harden, same deal. He's played with James Harden USA basketball. He's been coached by Mike D'Antoni before. Even though that relationship went sour in New York, it's a new way and a new wave and a way for the guys to figure out what worked, what didn't work for them, etc. So you're looking at a situation where the sky's the limit with Melo right now. He has all the motivation in the world. He's looking at that team like, if you guys had me, we would have missed 29 straight threes or whatever. We would have went to the NBA Finals. And we probably potentially could have won a Finals. So that's the way James Harden that's the way Carmelo Anthony is looking at those situations. I'm telling you right now, if you put Carmelo Anthony in a situation where he feels like he can win and win big, he's going all out. He's gonna come to camp in shape. He's gonna make it work. He's gonna not be as a ball stopper. They're gonna make it work. They're gonna make it work because the simple fact that they were able to make CP3 and James Harden work, why not Melo? If we look at two guys who do the same thing and they were able to come together, we have a guy that doesn't even need to dribble a lot. So he's gonna get a lot of spot ups, some post ups. He's gonna make that offense very dynamic because they were just basically threes and twos. Threes and layups. So now you can get more twos from CP3 and Carmelo Anthony, and you get a guy that creates more space for CP3 and for James Harden. You can't double off of Melo. You can't double off of CP3. You're not going to be able to double off James Harden. So that creates a strong proponent of what their offense is going to be. Like, for example, like PJ Tucker, you could have easily doubled off PJ Tucker. You could have easily doubled off of Trevor Ariza sometimes, because sometimes he would be inconsistent with his shooting. So this is gonna work. As much as my brain and everything tells me this is not gonna work, that's why it will. Because everything these past couple of seasons have been counterintuitive. Nobody thought Kevin Durant was gonna go to the Warriors. I did, but most people thought he wasn't gonna go. He went. Most people thought that a lot of people thought they weren't gonna win the first year. I'm telling you, if you go back to open court, if you go back to analysts, oh, what the Cavs did wasn't a fluke. They're gonna win again. Tyronn Lue's a great coach. He coached the Cavs to win in victory. LeBron James can go back-to-back titles. LeBron James is already to go, etc., etc. All that was proven wrong. So it's a counterintuitive argument, but that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna work. They're gonna work. I feel like Melo has a lot of motivation. He already told people he has a lot in the tank. I think in this situation you have to make him a starter because he can give you the same output as a Trevor Ariza, if not better. Plus, if you looked at Trevor Ariza's on and off the court numbers defensively, even though it wasn't by a big margin, when Trevor Ariza was on the bench, Houston Rockets played better defense. So, they lost Mabute. They lost Trevor Ariza, but they gained an offensive weapon and a guy that well motivated. And honestly, a trip to the NBA Finals, if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. Like with OKC, he wasn't guaranteed that. Like that team was just basically like a makeshift team that didn't have a captain to that ship. Even though Westbrook is there, there's no true captain to that whole entire ship. You look at what's going on in Houston, you know the hierarchy. James, CP3, Melo. That it's a clear hierarchy. You know what the offense is. 7 seconds or less. You know what threes and layups. You know what it's all about. Analytics. Like it's that organization, that team is ready. It's plug and play. It's like the Warriors, really, honestly. Plug and play. You already know what ball movement. No pick and roll, really. Pinch post. Post. Pass out of the post. Back cuts. Like you already know what's going on with the Warriors. You already know what's going on in Houston. So you add Melo to that piece. It's dangerous. And you're going to free him up. He's going to get freed up for a lot of shots. So this is going to work. And, people say, well, he can't change his game. He already has changed his game. He's been taking, especially last season, he's taking the least amount of isolation shots. And he's taking the least amount of three-point attempts. So he's already adjusted his game, guys. So all this talk about you don't think it's going to work or he shouldn't be a starter, he should be a starter, and it is going to work. And the Houston Rockets might be seeing another Game 7 against the Golden State Warriors. So we'll see how it plays out. Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla.